Alright guys, it is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021 at 4:38 p.m. Alright, let's take a look at these headlines. We have Apollo 11 astronaut Michael Collins dies at age 90. Michael Collins, one of the three crew members of the first manned missions to the moon, Apollo 11 in 1969, has died at age 90, his family said. He died on Wednesday after a valiant battle with cancer. He spent his final days peacefully with his family by his side, they said. Collins had stayed at the lunar orbit as his colleagues Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. Aldrin, 91, is now the only surviving member of the mission. So prayers to his family. May he rest in peace. Alright, next. It's about to get much worse. Supply chains implode as price doesn't even matter anymore. The number of container ships stuck at anchor off Los Angeles and Long Beach is down to about 20 per day from 30 a few months ago. Does this mean the capacity to crunch in the Trans-Pacific market is finally easing? Absolutely not, warned Nerjuris Poskus, a vice president of Global Ocean and Freight Forward Flexport. It's not getting better, it's getting worse, he told American Shipper in an interview on Monday. What I'm seeing is unprecedented. We are seeing a tsunami of freight. For the month of May, everything on the Trans-Pacific is basically sold out. We had one client who needed something loaded on May that was extremely urgent and who was ready to pay $15,000 per container. I couldn't get it loaded, and we're a growing company that ships a lot of 20-foot equivalent units. Price doesn't always even matter anymore. Posca said that his Trans-Pacific import volumes are still rising. He noted that January Trans-Pacific imports were up 10% versus the 2019 comparisons of 2020 numbers are skewed by COVID, and 13.5% in February, then jumped to 51% in March. So we're now at 1.5 times pre-pandemic levels, which imports far outpacing retail sales growth. He attributed volumes to inventory restocking. The restocking is actually affecting the trade even more than growth in demand. That tells me that this lasts even longer. Let's say the U.S. consumer demand slowed down in quarter 3 and quarter 4. That's not expected, but even if it does, capacity, availability, and rates shouldn't improve quickly, simply because of a huge restock demand. Poskus also believes there's a growing export backlog piling in each day in Asia, awaiting available ship slots. If that backlog grows too big, he said, I honestly don't know what's going to happen. As a result of the backlog and restocking demands, he thinks prices will remain high and shipping will probably remain difficult for the rest of this year. And after that, you have the peak of Chinese New Year 2022. He said the situation is the worst he's witnessed, and he believes it's about to get even more severe. Buckle up. The month of May will be the worst people have ever seen, he predicted, because some shippers will have to wait in line behind a growing backlog in Asia. He expects what's going to happen soon is some importers won't even be able to get on the boat. For them, it will almost feel like trade is coming to a halt. Posco's comments mirror cargo bookings. FreightWave's sonar platform features a proprietary index of shippers. Ocean bookings of the U.S. are measured 10-day moving average basis of the scheduled date overseas departure. As of Monday, the index was at an all-time high, and forward bookings data showed a continued rise ahead. So the possibility that things that are shipping will take a long time to even make it across the sea from China or even make it onto a boat are very low. So there's a chance that things are gonna raise in price for May and for June and July because the shipping containers could not be carrying the things that they need. So this is just a heads up for you guys. I'll leave the link to this article. It's about to get much worse. Supply chains implode as price doesn't even matter anymore. What they put on the boat, they won't be able to. So price doesn't even matter anymore. Trying to get those things on the ships. If we can't get the things we usually eat, and usually have stocked in our stores, prices are gonna go up. Right now, if you go to Walmart and you try to buy something, it usually costs more now than it did last year. So, guys, heads up for that. Who knows if things are actually gonna stop being restocked or if we're gonna be lacking things, but just a heads up for you guys. I'll leave the link for the article. Alright, next. A major 7.2 earthquake off Colombia mysteriously disappears from the quake maps. About 4 hours ago, this was on the 22nd, a magnitude 7.2 earthquake was reported by this volcano discovery here in South America. It says this record is considered to be from an actual earthquake. It could be due to some other unknown event causing shaking, such as explosions, sonic booms, weather, or other human or natural causes. Even officially reported earthquakes are sometimes removed again later when seismic signals first processed automatically are later reinterpreted manually not to be from real quakes. The major 7.2 earthquake is not shown on the worldwide earthquake maps. Now, two of the main ones, EMSC and USGS, for example. So, a large 7.2 earthquake vanished from the list of earthquakes. That is quite mysterious. Alright, next, plagues of locusts hit Israel. Residents of Israel's south may have found themselves awaiting insects over the weekend as a plague of locusts swarmed in the area. And then you have the videos of the locusts. It says residents of Israel's south may have found themselves pestered by pests over the weekend as a veritable plague of locusts swarmed the area. The cloud of yellow insects flew into the areas surrounding Eilat and Arava, with some even coming from the sea. Alright, so some locusts happening in Israel. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news. Please make sure you keep an eye on at stores to keep an eye on prices. Start stocking up if you can on foods that you can stock long term, like rice, pastas, dried beans, things like that. Canned soups, canned foods. Stock as much as you can. You never know when the floor could just give out and people will be lacking food. So please stay aware of the situation, and God bless you guys. Please pray for each other. Alright guys, see you next time. God bless.